everyone, welcome back to my channel. Excuse my look. Of course I have no makeup on as usual, and I'm just have my hair in a ponytail. You guys, this week has been hectic, pretty busy with therapies and Lucas' appointment in Orlando yesterday. It took all day. It's been a wild ride. I can't wait till the weekend. Yeah, but even in the weekend I'm filming videos or planning blog posts or things like that, so it's like I can never get a break almost. But anyways, okay guys, so I'm here with this video. I thought it was a good idea to film this video since a little while ago I told you about Lucas' genetic testing results, and I told you that he was diagnosed with Williams syndrome. I also left the link for the Williams Syndrome Association in the United States, but maybe not everybody check it out. And I thought it would be a good idea to talk to you a little bit about what Williams syndrome is. I also made a blog post that it went live. Okay, today is Wednesday when I'm filming this video. It went live today, Wednesday, and this video is gonna go up probably tomorrow, Thursday. So by the time you're watching this video, that blog is already up. And you can go check it out, and I'm gonna kind of give you this, basically the same information that I'm giving you here, but maybe a little bit more. I'm not gonna make it so long, okay? So anyways, basically what Williams syndrome is a microdeletion, and sorry I have to get a little bit technical medical talk here, but I have to. It's a microdeletion, and that's when a little part, tiny part of a chromosome is missing. Now I think it's when at time of conception, that when the mom's DNA and the dad's DNA get together and they chromosomes copy each other, whatever, some little part is missing. In this case, it's on the chromosome 7, and it's about 27 genes, just about. It's crazy because a chromosome has like thousands, I think, of genes, but because of having 27 missing, that brings an array of medical complications or concerns, I mean, and not every kid has everything, of course, thank goodness, but just a lot of things repeat very often. Anyways, so yeah, so that's what it is. It's a microdeletion, and it's completely like random. It's nothing that the mom does in pregnancy, or it doesn't have to do with the mom's age or the mom or the dad's age, nothing like that. When we went to the genetics doctor to do the follow-up, when she, after having the results, she explained that to me. Is nothing I could have helped. Like there's nothing that I could have done for Lucas to not have Williams. It's just, it happens randomly, and it's not really like, how can I say, it's not that in my family has been any cases or in their family has been any cases. That's not how it happens really. It's usually like one case in a whole family which no history of Williams. But if Lucas has kids when he's older, if he has a child with someone who doesn't have Williams syndrome, let's just say someone with no genetic conditions, there's a 50% chance that the baby is gonna be born with Williams syndrome. And if he does get married, have a baby with a girl with Williams syndrome, then the chances go up to 75%. So that's very high. I don't know what's gonna happen in the future, guys. Time will tell. I don't know, but yeah, that's so far off. I mean, he just turned he's 1 year old, so I'm not thinking much about that yet right now. Anyway, so I'm gonna tell you a little bit of the things that a lot of kids with Williams suffer from. Okay, and it's basically heart and blood vessel problems. Lucas has mild pulmonary valve stenosis, mild supra-aortic valve stenosis, sorry guys if it sounds too technical, and a tiny VSD. VSD is like a ventricle heart defect, I think that's what it's called. It's like a little hole in the heart, but his is very tiny, and the doctors hope that it's gonna close up on its own. Most times they do, sometimes they don't, but most times they do, and his is very tiny, so it's not causing him any problems right now. He's stable so far, his goodness, and like I said, the stenosis is mild. Let's knock on wood that's that continues. He has a checkup with the cardiologist on April 5th, and if that goes well, we're gonna schedule surgery for his inguinal hernia repair. I'm pretty nervous about that, but not as nervous. I'm gonna talk about that on some other video, maybe on my weekend vlog. I'm gonna tell you guys a little bit how the appointment with the surgeon went yesterday, because it went better than what I thought. So yeah, so that's good. And if the appointment with the cardiologist goes well, then we'll schedule the surgery. So that's what he has, but there are kids that have the stenosis is more serious. Like stenosis is when like a bulb is narrow, so instead of being I don't know, whatever size it has to be, is like narrow, and that can cause problems. I mean, Lucas thankfully doesn't have any symptoms. I hope he stays stable like that, but I know there's a chance that it could get worse, and if it does, he's gonna have to have surgery to fix that. There's surgery to fix those things. Thanks goodness for medicine and science. That's what I try to think about. It's not the same to get a diagnosis like this now than what it would have been like 50 years ago, because 50 years ago maybe doctors didn't know what Williams syndrome was, like that it existed, and the things they could do to help the people with this syndrome. So that's pretty common. Then another thing that's pretty common, and Lucas doesn't have, thanks goodness, we check his calcium levels, is hypercalcemia. It's like elevated blood and also in the urine calcium levels, which if that go unnoticed, that could cause kidney stones in the future. So we don't want that. So the genetics doctor made him get blood test done to check his calcium levels, and they came back fine, thank goodness. But I know a lot of kids with Williams deal with that, so yeah. Low birth weight and slow weight gain. Yeah, Lucas was very tiny, but he also was a preemie. He was 5 weeks early, so I don't know if it was maybe mix of that. He was a preemie and Williams. He was almost 5 pounds. It's not that terrible, I guess, for a 35 gestation baby, but he was tiny and he was very small. He was like 17 inches. Yeah, 17 inches long. I don't know in centimeters. I think it's like 42. I'm not sure, but he was tiny, guys. He was tiny, and he's small compared to kids his age now. Like he's smaller. And he has a hard time gaining weight because he doesn't like the textures. He doesn't like the solid food that much. And lately he has days that he has been eating great, and days when he doesn't want to eat. I don't know what's going on. Like I put the spoon on his mouth and he's like, like I don't want to eat. So that's the thing. And he does have a growth charge for Williams, like kids with Williams have a growth charge for them. And he's good on the Williams syndrome, growth charge, but of course comparing to, just a regular kid, he's behind on weight and height. Yeah, that's how it is. Feeding difficulty in the early years, that's what I explained. He doesn't like textures. His mouth and tongue is like too sensitive. Also, he does have a little bit of low muscle tone, so he doesn't know how to use the tongue much, but we're working on that with the speech therapist. We're working on that, and he's getting better little by little. But you know how those things are, guys. It's not from one day to another. It takes a lot of patience and time and work. Irritability, colic during infancy. Yeah, he was pretty colicky when he was younger. He was very colicky. And he doesn't fall asleep till late. I mean, but he's much better now. But yeah. Kidney abnormalities. Thanks goodness they checked the kidneys when he was born and everything was fine. Because sometimes they can have a stenosis on the renal arteries, I guess. I don't know, the arteries that go to the kidneys. But he's look fine. Hernias, inguinal hernia. Yep, that's exactly what he has, and we need to repair that also, guys, because he's not sitting on his own yet. And the reason why we think is because it bothers him. That hernia puts pressure and it's uncomfortable for him to be seated. So we really need to fix that. We have to get that done. Hyperacusis, sensitive hearing. He doesn't seem to show that a whole lot. Like maybe if I'm feeding him and I sneeze, yeah, he kind of gets scared, but not so much now. And he doesn't mind the vacuum cleaner, for example, or any loud noise. So I don't know. she's pretty good with that. Overly friendly. Well, right now that's super sweet because everybody falls in love with him. Everybody's like, oh my gosh, he's so sweet and smiling. What a happy baby. And he has a typical Williams syndrome personality, which is super sweet right now because he's a baby. He's not walking or talking to people. But when he gets older, we're gonna have to be very careful because kids with Williams syndrome, they don't fear of strangers. They have no fear of strangers. For them, everybody's their friend and everybody's nice and they trust everybody. So we're gonna have to teach him that not everybody's nice and he's gonna have to be careful. That's one thing that concerns me, I gotta say. Like if I take him to a playground, I'm not gonna have to have 20 eyes. I'm gonna have to have 100 and keep my eyes on him the whole time because heaven forbid some stranger goes and talks to him and takes him away and he's gonna just go. So yeah, that's one thing. And developmental delay, learning challenges, and attention deficit disorder. I don't know about the intellectual disabilities right now and all that because he's too young. But I know kids with Williams usually tend to have, everything is harder for them in school. Everything is harder. So I guess, I hope his smile, I hope it's not too severe. I know you have kids with Williams that struggle a lot, and then you have others that go to college, finish college, and graduate. You know what I mean? So just like every syndrome, there's like a spectrum, I guess you could say, and so you don't know how your kid is gonna turn out. Time will tell, but every kid is different. I mean, I see kids with Williams that struggle a lot, and I see others that are reaching their milestones. I'm like, gosh, I wish Lucas was doing that. But I think once we fix the hernia, he's gonna be able to sit on his own. He's gonna be able to play more on his own. I think it's gonna be great for him because that's bothering him. So yeah, guys. Okay, so basically, I think that was it. And then on the blog, I explained I specified exactly what things he's dealing with. Okay, so you guys can have an idea. So yeah. Okay, guys. So thank you so much for watching. I hope you enjoyed this video. I hope it was informative. Maybe it's a lot to take on. I mean, I know. I don't know. I hope this video helps you. Maybe if you are waiting for a diagnosis, maybe your baby or your son, your child had genetic testing done and you're waiting for that, and you're like me that I was like researching and I was almost sure he had it by the time we got the diagnosis because too many things match, too many, and I was like, I think he has Williams. So yeah, so if you're waiting for a diagnosis or maybe you just got a diagnosis and you want more information, I remember when I was looking for Williams syndrome information on YouTube, I didn't find a channel like with a mom with a child with Williams that would make videos about it, or I don't know, just talk about it and show the struggles, show the milestones, the good things, the achievements. So I think that's what I want to do with this channel. Like I said, it's not gonna be all about Williams syndrome. Like, don't worry if it's not gonna be like that. But I would love to connect with other moms, maybe help them. If I can help somehow, I'll be very happy. So, okay, guys, thank you so much, guys, for watching. I gotta go now. Don't forget to like, share, and subscribe. And yeah, leave me a comment down below. Feel free to do so. If you're a mom with a child with Williams, leave me a comment and let's get in touch. I got in touch with a lot of moms over Instagram, especially Facebook, a lot of groups. I joined a lot of groups with Williams syndrome families and stuff. But if for some reason we haven't gotten in touch yet and you want to message me, leave me a comment, because I don't think you can leave a message now. You cannot send direct messages now here on YouTube. So feel free to do so. Okay, so thank you guys for watching, and I will see you next time. Bye.